Hi there and welcome to Project Hospital. In this series, I'm putting real healthcare planning and guidelines into the design of my hospital and seeing how that fares against the game mechanics. Now, last episode we opened for business, and today I'm going to power through about a week of gameplay to see how the design decisions I made are coping with the game mechanics. Now, sadly, this is the final episode in this series, but that doesn't mean we're done with the game just yet. It's just time to move on to something new. There's a new DLC, Hospital Services, landing very soon, and I'm keen to add this to my gameplay. My idea for my next playthrough, I'm going to try and make a hospital that's actually profitable, since this one is failing miserably in that department. I'm okay with that, in that the purpose of this playthrough wasn't to make money. It was to see how the game fared against the real-life hospital design. Next time, I'm playing the game as it's intended to be played. So I won't be focusing so much on what's realistic. We're going to focus on what's profitable. So feel free to leave me tips and suggestions for that in the comments below. Anyway, so where are we up to with this hospital today? Well, we've treated a few patients on the first day, and it's now switched over to the first night shift. During shift changes, there's a lot of staff wandering around through clinical areas, and that's not ideal. In a real hospital, you minimise traffic going through the treatment corridors where possible. This is just chaotic every time there's a shift change. The AI will always use the shortest route to their destination. My big error was not realising that includes entering and exiting the hospital. Both patients and staff will enter whatever entrance is closest, and the same for going home. So I'll fix that in my next playthrough by adding a big central corridor and simplifying the layout. It's all a bit complex right now with the dual corridor system I've got going on. Next time, I'll have one entrance that everybody uses. Aside from obviously emergency patients arriving by ambulance, they'll have their own entrance always. So how is the night shift faring? To be honest, it's still pretty quiet. Although it's nice to see radiology is getting a little bit of night action, makes having those nighttime technicians worth it. Although I probably have been a bit overzealous in that and probably have too many night staff on. Employee got drunk last night? Well, that's not very good, is it? Not professional at all. Also, how do I know he got drunk? Do I have psychic powers? Is my spidey sense tingling for drunken employees? Or did he send a late night text telling me exactly what he thought of his new job? Well, he's going to regret that tomorrow. Oh, there's more. How many got drunk last night? What kind of establishment is this? Guess that's what you get when you hire randos. And we're into the second day shift changeover. All the night staff leaving. And here's the twice daily flood staff into the building. This is ridiculous. They are clogging the doctor's surgery receptions. Not good at all. There's no waiting room around the diagnostic room. Whoops. Didn't think I'd need waiting rooms for diagnostics. Well, I can fix that pretty easily though. Plenty of corridor space. That enough chairs for you now? Should stop them complaining. Some of the floors are getting pretty filthy. Janitors are just not cleaning them. I bet that's my fault and they're not assigned to be cleaned. Yep, silly me. I forgot to assign these corridors to anywhere, so that's why they haven't been getting cleaned. Fix that now. Ooh, we have our first operation taking place. Who do we have here? Karen Wilson. So what's up with you? Esophageal varices. Oh, and jaundice. That's an alcohol problem, I think. Oh, and look who's operating on her. Frank Barkley. Isn't he the one that got drunk last night? Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry. I hope this goes well for her. So, I guess we're waiting on a couple of staff to show up. Well, their office is right next to the surgery room, so they shouldn't be taking this long. Is he off having a sneaky drink? Wouldn't put it past him. Here we go. That doesn't look like Frank, though. Frank, come on, hurry up. Don't want this to take all night. Finally, 12 minutes later you decide to show up. That's right, scrub up. At least they're washing properly prior to operations. That's a good sign. Here we go. How are they fixing your esophagus then? Just gonna stand over here and wave a scalpel about, I guess. Oh, and that's a messy incision. How's he managed to get blood behind him? I'm sorry, Karen. And it looks like they're done for the night. Well, I hope they've managed to stabilise your esophagus for you. Maybe operating on varices will get drunky Frank to think twice before he picks up the bottle again. We can but hope. Oh, and everyone else is leaving. She's not dead, is she? Nah, doesn't look like it. Are you fixed? Well, it says hospitalised and treated. What did they do? Band ligation. Okay. Well, I hope that's worked for you. So, enter the night shift and everybody's just congregating in the common room. Ooh, what's that noise? That sounds like an ambulance. Yes, day 3 and they're finally taking out the ambulance. That should bring us back an emergency patient and we finally get to check out how the emergency entrance works. Here we go, here we go. Who do we have coming in here? Let's have a look. Rachel Harris. 45, you're an acrobat with an abdominal injury. So, blunt pancreas, liver contusion, pancreas contusion, pancreas penetrated. Oh dear, you've been flinging yourself around where you shouldn't have done, haven't you? Hopefully the trauma unit will look after you well. Patient collapsing. Oh dear. Let's have a look then. Uh-oh. Right in the reception area. Notice nobody else in reception is panicking about this. I mean, if someone collapsed in front of me, I'd probably be a bit panicky about it. Stretcher to the rescue. Wait, is that blood from her or from that guy in the peach top? Either way, that's not good. I hope someone comes to clean that up quickly. Oh jeez, there's another one. Mary Johnson. Where have you collapsed? Oh, it's all kicking off now in the A&E. Ugh, so that confirms it then. It's that guy that's bleeding all over the floor, not the person that collapsed before. Oh no. Oh, he's gonna collapse too if he's bleeding everywhere. That is not good. God, that waiting room is filthy. That is just filthy. Where's the janitors? This guy needs to be seen pronto. Hey, there we go. Looks like they're using common sense at least. Oh, come on, janitors. Come on. We need this cleaned. This gotta be cleaned up, like, really soon. Our reputation's gonna be abysmal for this. Come on. Where are they? What is taking them so long? This is embarrassing. Those poor people having to sit there and look at that. Here we go. One on a bathroom break. Maybe he'll be our saviour. Nope, but another one's come to the rescue. Yeah, looks like they prioritised the bloodstains anyway. Well done, dude. Who are you? Paul Smith. Well, Paul Smith, you are a level 1 janitor, and your efficiency and dexterity are terrible. So is that why it took you so long? At least he showed up eventually. Might have to sack him though if he can't keep up with the pace. And the nightly migration of staff continues. And this floor on this corridor continues to be absolutely disgustingly dirty. Note to self, when I'm playing this for real, make sure you employ good janitors. So I've noticed there's blood all over the floor here. I am worried about this guy. Oh no, look at that. Oh god, he's bleeding like all over the floor constantly. This game has turned into a constant tide of people collapsing, people bleeding all over the floor, and just hoping the janitors get there quick enough to clean it up. I've messed up badly in the layout here. There's no way there should be someone bleeding this heavily, having to be carried that far on a stretcher. That's horrifying. Look at him. Does she not notice? That nurse is like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. You can just bleed like that. It doesn't matter. I dread to think what the janitors are thinking of this. Like, they're just starting their shifts. Oh, just go and have my coffee break, and they come out to the corridor and it's just a trail, like, along the entire corridor. Also, I'm not convinced that this guy is in any fit state to be just in a bed. If he's bleeding that badly, shouldn't he be taken to an operating room or something? Daniel Scott, what on earth is wrong with you? Dilated cardiomyopathy. Common symptoms: swelling, bloating, dilated ventricle. One hidden symptom? Is that just bleeding excessively everywhere? Because it's not that hidden, if you ask me. Oh, I mean, look at the mess he's made. Oh no. It took the janitor about half an hour to find those 2 little spots of blood in the reception before. How long is it going to take them to clean this up? They'll be working on this all night. Oh no, he's on the move again. Where are they taking him now? Where did they take him to that bed if they weren't going to leave him there? You're just making the mess even worse. I think that nurse has taken them on a tour of every blooming corridor in the hospital. Like, oh, you missed getting blood on that bit of the corridor in the other room. Let's go back there. This is horrific. Oh, and that's a major flaw there, taking him through the janitor's closet. What? I must have missed the corridor connection that needs to be there. Clearly nowhere is safe from Mr. Bleedy here. And I missed that. There's also a lot of blood in that room already. This is just... I have no words. Look at that mess. The hygiene rating here must be like minus 100 by this point. This is a serious health hazard. We need an army of janitors to get on top of this. We don't have enough janitors to clear this up. Look at the state of the place. Oh, finally, there's a janitor to the rescue. He must be thinking, I'm not paid enough for this. William Smith, you are a hero to us all. Poor guy. And into day 4, nothing particularly exciting has happened, but we are in the process of going through a brain surgery. What? So, brain surgery, they just remove your entire head, then work on your neck. I hope they put that back on. Yeah, don't worry, got your head back on again. Right, I've skipped ahead some time because nothing interesting has been happened, but look at this. They're stretchering people through the break room, like the staff break room. They're taking sick people in stretchers through there. So I can say I safely messed up somewhere badly on this second floor. I think it's something to do with me putting all the diagnostic units together and all the inpatient wards together. What the game wants you to do is keep everything separate so you've got your separate departments completely. In my next playthrough, you can be certain everything within a department is going to be closer together, even though in real life that's not realistic. So I think you get the idea. We're losing money hand over fist. People are collapsing everywhere. The floors are filthy and sometimes covered in blood, and patients are being taken through janitors' closets and break rooms to get to the diagnostic rooms. It's all one hell of a mess. All I can say is the trauma unit is working well. Patients come in and are seen quickly, and being right next to radiology is handy, I guess. All in my careful planning though to build a realistic hospital, it looks good and functional until you actually start getting hospitalised patients. Then it's just one huge mess. So I'm calling it quits on this playthrough. Join me very soon for the new series where I'll be incorporating the exciting new Hospital Services DLC. With that, we'll need to deal with catering and patient visitors. So I really need to get the setup a lot tighter for that. I hope you've enjoyed this series. It was an interesting concept that has unfortunately fallen foul of my bad planning and some of the game AI. Let's see how much better we can make this next time. So, thank you for watching, bye for now.